Smokey was so shocked by Joseph's return that he turned partially right. Immortal Jojo villain whose power instantly kills anyone who tries to harm them. It's over. You don't stand a chance. Jojo protagonist with power to produce toast without a toaster. Interesting. He is about to load if this ain't Jot. Wow. I'm sure the hand guy at the start of part 4 will be easy to find. He must stand out for Sue. Yoshikaji ducking Kira. Let's be honest. The music was the only thing that kept Pillar Men Awakening from being a horror scene. Enrico Puxi, C-Moon vs Joseph Joestar, Stardust Crusaders. My guess is Puxi would decimate Joseph, but through some Looney Tunes bullshit he would win. Father Puxi watching helplessly as the anvil Joseph perfectly positioned over his head starts falling, or some stupid shit like that. The famous mangaka Hirohiko Araki passed gas in his home at the age of 63 years old. Your final challenge. Transform into my crush. Hell now yo ace tweaking Hazamada. He was greedy, he stole money, he was an asshole towards his friends. Still, there goes the bravest kid of the series. Ways JoJo characters defied Delt. Survived by fusing with Jonathan's body. Survived by blood transfusion. Survived by sheer willpower. Survived by saying no. JoJo CGI in the openings. JoJo CGI in the actual episodes. The guy who made the joke. That's obvious, officer. I'm the Green Goblin. 1974. Guy who said it louder in front of the whole class. It was me, Dio. Your first wasn't Jojo. 1987. Most people during Made in Heaven. Oh my god, it's the end of the world. Angelo and Santana. My JoJo's Bizarre Adventure plot prediction knowing nothing about the plot. Dio was an ancient vampire that killed Jonathan or George Joestar. Jotaro was paranormal detective that was hunting him. Joestar was his mentor. Your final challenge. Read Jojo Lion. 99% of Jojo fans. Or heck no. Eriki. I hate titans. Becomes a titan. I hate gals. Becomes a gal. I hate Joestars. Becomes a Joestar. Her power is knitting. What the duck is happening? What if you wanted to go to heaven? But I said, is it possible to transfuse blood from one corpse to another? Born to be Xiaojo. Forced to be Xiaonan. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. The stand that's a gun. The stand that's the bullets inside a gun. Don't be ashamed of being bad at math. Being bad at math is a JoJo reference. How it feels to have read all of JoJo and not be afraid of spoilers anymore. Joseph Joestar spent $5 for a bottle of cola. Battle Tendency takes place in 1938. $5 in 1938 is equivalent in purchasing power today to about $110.04. To learn more about why Joseph spent so much for a bottle of cola, Google Joseph Joestar inflation. Every bloodline got the pure soul. Juvenile delinquent. Juvenile delinquent. Juvenile delinquent. Juvenile delinquent. Juvenile delinquent. Tewo West. Juvenile delinquent. Oh god, he's falling. How will he survive? Heck yeah, he impaled Dio. Oh god, he can't use Hammond without breathing. How will he survive? Heck yeah, he managed to get a tiny bit of air to breathe. Oh god, Tarkus is going to kill them. How will Jojo save them? Heck yeah, Leaf Paraglider. I know Jojo will survive this. He must have a trick on his sleeve. The main game. The downloadable content pack. You shouldn't get a stand because you risk getting Cheap Trick. There are 178 unique stands in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. 1 divided by 178 is approximately 0.0056. There is 0.56% chance of getting Cheap Trick. Stop being paranoid. Wow, isn't it dumb how Rat figured out time stop when it took the Crusaders the whole part? Immediately figured it out. Saw it once. Never saw the world. I didn't like Phantom Blood. I didn't like Battle Tendency. I didn't like Stardust Crusaders. I feel like I'm going crazy. How crazy? Okay, you'll never convince me these two have the same weight. Height, 195 centimeters. Weight 82 kilograms. Height 180 centimeters. Weight 82 kilograms. Cast transformed into an ultimate being, having no weakness. Joseph's random ace pull. Marriage. Pros. Finally slacks. Hee hee. Cons. Have to share the Polnareff mug with wife. George Joestar II, the Jojo who got done dirty. His father got his own part, so did his brother, son, grandson, and great-grandson, while his grandfather, mother, wife, daughter-in-law, and granddaughter were important side characters in those parts, and all he got was a flashback where he is killed by a zombie. That snacks, doesn't it? Stand abilities in JoJo's be like, I can delete stuff from existence, and then the stand be looking like this. GTA. Jojo, having a female protagonist in the 6th part of the franchise. Defeats the 2 strongest crusaders in direct combat. Then Ice. Comes back and defeats 2 enemies without even having to fight. Then Ice again. My Joseph and Lisa figures keep falling over. This is because part 2 doesn't have stands. OP stand. Dumb user. Perfectly balanced. Error key. As all things should be. Jojo characters after discovering important information about the villain. He will die in 005. How Johnny looks at the reader once every 10 chapters for absolutely no reason. We can't do anything. Ghost Girl. The serial killer doesn't have a stand. Resets cops garrison a young bulk man. Have a taste of my hammer. 1930s technology brings a man who blew himself up to life and gives him incredible strength, speed, durability, and agility. 2000s technology. Prosthetics can't get an amputee out of a wheelchair. So, what happened to your sister? Polnareff for some ducking reason. Jotaro was a nice boy before the hat possessed him. How I look at bro when I ask him what stand he would have, and he says Heaven's Door. I know exactly what he will use it for. People talking about the development of Jotaro from part 3 and part 4, but no one is going to talk about the development that Joseph had. Japanese coffee tastes terrible. Coffee in Japan is still the best. Pizza. You can't post, comment, or use Messenger for 30 days. Wow, your breathing technique is amazing. Could you teach it to me? Of course. But only if you teach me your breathing technique, sir. Please, call me Jojo. Anyone else think that Jotaro becoming insane here is more believable than him genuinely laughing? Stroheim still Ingrid, I'm invincible. Germany's science is the world finest. That Soviet soldier. Sans Undertale is the best counter for Puxy. What? Sans deals 1 damage per frame, and if time is accelerated, he will one-shot everything. John Rohan shatters an arrow on Cybertruck that would easily go through a normal car. Anyway Koichi, have you ever tried DMT? Ducks every single day. Has Lex often? Rarely. Almost never. By choice. Does not know what Lex is. Exclusively ducks their stand. The duality of Jojo. Part 7 stands. Don't worry, you got this buddy. You got luck and me on your side. Also part 7 stands. You should kill yourself, now. She wanted him to change for her, by force. Toxic and troubled relationship. She was willing to change for him. Healthy and caring relationship. A completely normal human. An alien. Take this, D.O. 20 meter radius emerald splash. Are you going to sleep? Yes I am. Now shut up. Rohan literally could have just written down I will find Moriarty's Keller on someone and won instantly. LeBron James reportedly got caught skipping part 1 and 2 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure when he started watching the series. Monster villain that started off as normal human always goes so ducking hard man. Shout out to JoJo villains that have their physical appearance obscured in darkness. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. Part 1, Dio Brando. Part 2, Dire Consequences. Part 3, Dio. Part 4, Dio Consequences 2. Part 5, Dio Son. Part 6, Dio Big Bulk Friend and his sons. Part 7, Dino Dio and the other Dio. Part 8, No Dio. Part 9, Jojo Dio. How did you guys get this big so quickly? A week later. Never ask a woman her age, a man, his salary, a Joestar, who their family associated with between the years of 1938 and 1939. My dad is 46 and got 2 brothers that are 2 and 3 years old. These toddlers are my ducking uncles. The duck is my grandpa on. Giano's mom looking at him after he explains where he has been for the past week. The stand user could be anyone. The stand user is because the electricity of this whole area, which is my power source. Part 3 Avdol. The bull imp grazed me. Part 4 Avdol. Kira, even if I came to Moria only to protect Mr. Joestar, after witnessing the heinous acts you have committed, I'll to break the vow of peace I made 11 years ago, after the fight with Dio. Magician's Red. Crossfire Hurricane. Jojo fans watching the show. Jojo fans seeing power scaling content, based on feats that didn't happen. Skipping parts. New Jojo fans. No stand ability can bring people back from the dead. Bites the dust. This button belongs to Josaki. Do ra 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 ra. Oh shut. Jojo fans, when they are discussing about animals dealt. 2 horses killed by Jack the Ripper. Jotaro Kujo and Mirancha Gira, both age 17. Jojo community, saying I should hate it. Me enjoying part 6, thinking it's a good part. No this isn't fair. Give me the arrow. My King Crimson is superior. It's not fair. Allow me to train, and I would give you the fight of your life. Fair enough. Train hard and meet me at the Coliseum once you get good. Kakyoin never says that he wants to dang Holly and just says that he wants to find someone like her, not her herself. Literally Okayasu during part 4. Your mom is totally heat. Wow, your mom's actually kinda heat. Dio Brando. Jonathan, he forgave him already. How Joseph's strategies are. How Joseph's strategies look like to everyone else. Random bullshit go. Jojo fans predicting part 7 localized names despite being confirmed by the Jojo games. My goals are beyond your understanding. Jarline haters trying to come up with a reason why she is a bad character other than her not directly beating Puxy. Me. If Giano is willing to, he can cut off his clock and balls and give himself a clock and balls as big as he wants. A normal conversation. If the loser bet the soul of another person, Osiris can take it, even if that person is not present or has not agreed to it. Now listen to me carefully, Daniel. I bet souls of Yokura, Diavolo, Valentine and Toru, and I lost. Jojo fans, man, that naming and Jojo is so clever. Meanwhile Jojo, name ACDC, has fire powers. Named Red Heat Chili Pepper, has electric powers. Vanilla Ice isn't the one with ice powers. Spice Girl powers have nothing to do with spices. Guns down a diner predicts a vampire's next sentence. Blows up the vampire with grenades. Says the N-word to a bulk man. Refuses to elaborate further. Leaves. When you take your pills and the cool purple punching ghost that gave you beer in prison disappears. Kakyoin said there is no mirror world. Araki forgot in part 5. That was the Kakyoin's explanation. No set rule. Rohan died during part 6. Did you even watch or read the source material? Gyro never was in Italy. Why don't you come closer, Jojo? This far away your stand can't attack. Yeah days. What do you have there? Is that a UV flashlight? But for now, my focus has to be on telling him what every parent fears most. That his son is dead. Well, bet he didn't expect that he'd have to do it for real. When Josaki says you can't keep the weird cat plant you found in David Bowie's bigger cat's torso. Friendly reminder that this was the first thing Joseph thought of doing to enter Stroheim's base. My dog got killed recently. I was pretty bummed out about it. But I think whoever killed it was probably more than happy to burn it than I'm sad to lose it. So, whatever. The total happiness in the world increased. I'm currently in Stardust Crusaders. Why is Polnareff French? Accepting bad hair. Not being reliable. Using his brain. Not crashing a plane. Accepting number 4. Simping over women. Stand alien virus. Midichlorians. Being pointless scientific explanations to otherwise mystic powers. Halt. You have reached the Kira checkpoint. You must say something nice about Kira. Rohan. It's almost like these dice are watching me. Josaki. Manga artist who need material. Plus. A book stand that have bizarre art style and insane yet unique storytelling. Equals. A manga series of bizarre adventures. When Ancestry.com say you are 0.01 Italian, I, Giano Giovanna, have a dream. Who's getting the best head? A. Zorro. B. Misstep. How I feel after saying Killer Queen then throwing a pipe bomb at a family of 5. FF you shouldn't overreact when someone touches your water cup. Atro, if I wanted your option, I would have left you behind in the water at the swamp, so you can die in pieces. How I feel shouting gold experience before giving my homeboy life force infused Gluck Gluck 9000. He twisted his ankle. I love it when JoJo characters are doing silly shit with serious eyes. What I thought my first day of summer would be. How it actually was. Mother duckers on r/Stardust Crusaders. This is my first drawing ever. I hope you like it. The drawing. How come no one talks about Hammond anymore? You guys used to love Hammond. Both battled against the final antagonist alone, without any other JoJo, just their gang. Both battled against the final antagonist alone, out of luck and fate, otherwise they were doomed. Both battled against the final antagonist alone, with the help from one of the previous JoJo. It's time to go down the stairs again. Yes, honey. To avoid being heard by sharks, marine iguanas can stop their own hearts for up to 45 minutes. Iguanas. Sharks. Ignores you. Headphones. Locked in. Roid Rager. Thinks of X between sets. Looks up how to do exercises. Uses 5 machines at once. 10 plus minutes talking or TikTok between sets. Spot me don't touch the bar. Friendly but locked in. Keeps taking mirror pics. Screams when hitting PR. How I feel after saying heavy weather, then throwing a fistful of snails at someone. Girls, I can't believe he didn't cry at the Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Boys. How I feel saying shut up to the Spotify song before skipping it. Kira after getting stabbed by the arrow. My stand can erase things, so it's the same type of sound as Zahando. Muda, which in Japan means useless, in Montenegro means balls. Imagine getting your ace beat, and your opponent just shouts balls again and again. Who would win? A close-range stand user that accelerates time. A drone with a grudge. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Uses Starlinger as an attack. Uses Starlinger for other purposes. When you learn that in Italy, pepperoni pizza is called pizza diavolo. The way you punch that child in the face really showcases some serious combat skills. Kakyoin. Robin. Laying an egg. You expected a waifu, but it's medio. How I feel yelling Emerald Splash. After throwing a rock at the enemy stand user, Tom stole my lunch money. Star Wars fans in 2040. Episodes 1 to 3 fans. Episodes 7 to 9 fans. Episodes 10 to 12 fans. Episodes 4 to 6 fans. Episodes 4 to 6 fans. Episodes 1 to 3 fans. Episode 7 to 9 fans. Episodes 10 to 12 fans. Pizza mozzarella is good and stuff, but large fries. I like large fries, I like large fries, I like large fries, but not fried chicken. Not fried chicken, not fried chicken, I just want those crunches, I like large fries. It's wonderful. Okayasu isn't dumb. You can't use it better than him. He could have just pulled Shigechi closer instead of chasing after him through the entire town. 19. Same goes for Kira's father. 25. Same goes for Superfly Zeus. 31. Honorable mention. Punch Josuke with his bare hand instead of his stand power B. By the way. 3. Honorable mention. Chose to pose after pulling Kira closer instead of punching him. Forgivable. Would have done the same. 37. Could have just pulled Kira closer and not let him run away. 24. Let's not kid ourselves. Dio was a terrible dad. Maybe if I'd raised you, I cold made you better, and not some weak, snuggling catty, starved for attention. How old is Joseph? Joestar Part 3. Age and battle tendency. Joseph is 18 years old. In Part 3 he is 69. And in Part 4 he is 79. In Part 3 he is 69. Nice. Evil laughter. I'm going to become an invincible vampire. And it's all thanks to you. Jojo. Blimey. Can you be able to turn yourself into bat? Why must you hurt me? You're finished? Let's have a look. If you add Diablo dying on any JoJo Bizarre Adventure comic or parody, then it's canon no matter what.